Hello, my name is John Risney, and I'm the CRS at Kings Grant Elementary School, and this is a short video on how to use the new version of the Swivl in your classroom setting for you as the teacher, for small groups, and how flexible it is in order to do hands-free recording of events that are happening in your classroom. All right, what is a swivel? Well, it's simply a mounted device that can mount on a tripod. It can sit on a shelf, and all this device does is allow you to track movement wherever you go in the classroom. It will swivel to follow you, and the little motion tracker that you hang around your neck, that is what the device is tracking. It's very simple, and it has about 4 to 6 hours of battery life, so plenty of recording time once you get it fully charged. It's specifically made for iDevices, iPods, iPads, iPhones, etc., but it's opened up to even further now in version 2 with camcorders, other types of cameras, and an Android app is now available, so it's really it can apply to just about any recording device. The little motion tracker that you hang around your neck and that you use to start and stop the videos, that is also used as a microphone, and it will boost the audio of the recording, so you get nice clear audio along with your video. It also, this new version provides a simple storage, viewing, and sharing capability called Swivl Cloud, and we'll get into that in a few minutes. Why use a swivel? What are some practical applications? Well, we specifically want to use this device in conjunction with our Kings Grant book study professional development on a book called Teach Like a Pirate from a teacher by the name of Dave Burgess. And if you've ever seen him in action, some of the videos on YouTube, you see that he is very, very engaging. And his whole theme is that it's all about delivery. And we chose that as a subject this year, and it's been quite interesting. You could also use it as a small group assessment tool. You're busy with one group, and you're not around to really assess what's going on in that other small group or other small groups. Well, you could set up a swivel, and the kids could record themselves, and then you have a video that you can go through and actually use it as an assessment. Student projects, the kids could record their own student projects, a speech, a presentation, a poem, all kinds of different applications. Distance learning and recorded lessons. You can use this device to literally record your entire group instruction or a small group and then share it out for online for distance learning or other needs. Special education, all kinds of different applications, child behavior, etc. All right, let's get into setting it up. You want to locate it somewhere on a very solid base with a clear field of view of the area you want to record, a shelf, a desk, a tripod, and you want to put it in an area where it's not going to be bumped by children. Make sure you use the front of the camera of the iDevice, the front camera. All iPods, iPads, everything has a front camera now for FaceTime, and that's the camera that the app will default to, so it really shouldn't be a problem. Also, the front camera gives you a little bit better video compression and a little bit smaller file sizes, and that plays an important role on our school system iPads that are the smaller storage capability, the 16 gigabyte iPads. A large video can really take up space and fill them up. You want to mount your iPad or your iDevice firmly in the swivel and plug in the audio cable from the swivel to the headphone jack of your iPad or iPod or iPhone. Okay, there's a little cable on it that plugs in, and just like you would plug in your headphones to your iPad. You do have to pair the device through Bluetooth the very first time that you use it, and you go into the normal settings on the iPad or iPod, and then go into Bluetooth, and you'll do a procedure then to pair the device. My particular Swivl version 2 has some rubber bands that I have attached to it specifically because all of our iPads at King's Grant have these thick OtterBox cases on them, and they are just a pain to try to remove. So it's easier to just slide out the little portion of the adjustable portion of the swivel base, and then the OtterBox case actually fits in the slot very nicely, and you can put some slide these rubber bands over the top, and it looks a little weird, but it works just fine, and it's very safe and holds the iPad firmly in place. Okay, the actual pairing procedures, you want to open the Swivl app on the iDevice and tap on Capture Video, then remove the marker from the, actually there's a little flip up cover on the white and black base that is sitting behind the iPad. You can't see it in the photograph here, but that is where the marker sits, and that is where it is charged. So you'll pull that marker out, snap it into the little attaching cord, and make sure that the microphone is in the up position, hanging right under your chin. That way you get nice clear video. And then when you go through the pairing process on the base itself, you'll push the first the power button on the right, and then the pairing button on the left, and you'll go into your iPad, and again through the settings, Bluetooth, and you'll pair it the very first time. Then you should not have to do that procedure again. It will have been paired with it, and you won't have to worry about it in a classroom setting trying to get it all set up. All right, the Swivl Capture app itself, what this does is it allows you to do the captures or the recording of the video, and you also have a login from there into your free Swivl Cloud account. And this is one of the additions with the new version of Swivl. They give you a free storage space for your videos to store them and share them, and it's a really, really nice feature with this new version. Again, it allows you to record or capture your session. You can store your recordings in the library of this app on the iPad itself. You can also copy that video to the actual camera roll, or what's called now the Photos section of your iDevice. And it also allows the wireless uploading of that video right off the iPad right up to Swivl Cloud. Again, a wonderful feature, and I'll talk about that a little more later. The settings page, which also allows you to set a smaller size of the video from high definition video to standard definition, and really for our purposes here at school, high definition is nice, but boy does it fill up an iPad. So you really want to set it for standard definition, and I'll show you that a little later. And it also has a help section within the application. This is the main screen that you would see when you open up the actual Capture app on the iPad. You have the Library and Settings button. You have it shows the recording time available in hours, minutes, and seconds. And you have an audio source and volume control button. And then whether you're set to front or rear camera, you can switch it back and forth, but you really want to stay with the front of the camera. It makes front camera makes everything so much easier, and you can actually see from across the classroom what is being recorded. Here's the record button. When you activate record on the marker that's hanging around your neck, this little button will blink red while it's recording. And you know you have a good Bluetooth connection if that little Bluetooth icon is white. If it is unshaded, if it's not white, then you don't have a Bluetooth connection and it's not going to work. Okay, the Swivl Capture app. This is inside the library and settings area, and you see that we have some little dots on every recorded video where that first arrow is. If you tap on that, now you get some additional options for what to do with the video. And here is our settings page, and this is the setting that I was talking about that shows you the standard definition, which is the best space saver, and still the video is wonderful. It's quite clear. The little cloud icons that you see on the first photograph, those are for uploading the video to Swivl Cloud automatically. Here's the Swivl marker. That's the little thing that hangs around your neck. And here we have the red dot. That is not the on and off button. That is the record button. Okay. And that little LED light will start solid red when you are recording after you push the record start stop button. This is the actual power button which turns on the marker. Okay. And here is our low battery LED. It'll flash red when the marker is at low battery. Here's our microphone, and again you want that facing up right underneath your chin so that it is recording the video or audio very clearly. And then these buttons are for advanced features, and they're seldom used, and you don't need to go into these. They're not really used for basic recording, but if you have questions about those advanced features, they're in the quick start guide that I'll show you later. You can also talk to me about them, and I'll explain them to you. Okay, recording. All right, well, we want to start by pushing the record start stop button, and that little red LED will will go solid red, and we know that we're recording. Also, the recording button on the iPad itself, you'll see that start blinking red. That little white button will start blinking red on the iPad itself. So there's two ways to know that you're recording. The iPad will now traverse in the Swivl base, and it'll track your movements around the classroom, and you're being recorded at the same time. And again, the marker acts as a microphone for great audio quality. It's not like when you take an iPad and film something from a distance away trying to get good audio. You sound like you're in a cave or in a tunnel. The marker with that additional microphone eliminates that bad audio. When you're completed with your whatever you want to record, all you need to do is push that red dot on and off button on the marker again, and the LED will go out, and the solid red button now will return to a white color on the iPad. All right, let's talk a little bit about what we're going to do with our recording now once we have it with the recorded onto the iPad. Well, we can upload it to Swivl Cloud, or we can copy it to the camera roll, which is now called Photos on an iPad, or we can download it directly off a USB cable to a Windows PC. All different things that different kinds of things that we can do with our video that we've now recorded. First thing we want to do is go to the library from the Library and Settings button on the main screen of our iPad, and we tap on that button, and up comes our window with our Library and Settings, and you will see all your latest recorded videos. And if we want to upload one to Swivl Cloud, we simply click on it, or we can hit those three dots and this green bar will appear, which one of the option is save to photos, which is Apple's new way of saying save to the camera roll. All right, we go up to our Swivl Cloud, and one of the things you'll have to do is sign up for a free Swivl Cloud account, and it's very simple. You just go to swivl.com and sign up for a free cloud. Also, when you start the application, if you're not logged in on the iPad, if you're not logged into Swivl Cloud, it'll ask you to log into your Swivl Cloud, and if you don't have one, it'll give you the option to create a Swivl Cloud. All right, once you have created your account and you've logged in and you've uploaded that video from the iPad to Swivl Cloud, you now have a countdown timer. You have 7 days to decide what to do with that video. After 7 days, the video will be automatically removed from your Swivl Cloud. Well, if you want to save it and you want it permanently, they give you in a free account 200 minutes of video. Well, 200 is quite a bit for what we would use it for here in the classroom, and you can certainly manage that 200 free minutes to make sure that you're never going to exceed it with the amount of videos that you want to do. I mean, you know, one classroom session, 30 minutes, you're talking about 6 of those being able to store in this free cloud service. Once you get it up to Swivl Cloud, you can also download that video to other devices or even other clouds like iCloud or OneDrive or Dropbox. So once you get it up there, there's plenty of things that you can do with that video to save it for posterity. You can also, a brand new feature is you can directly from Swivl Cloud, you can export that video right to a YouTube account if you have a YouTube account. If you save the video, it can be shared also directly from Swivl Cloud publicly, or you can put a password protection on it. And just a word about privacy considerations. If you're filming a class and you're putting something up on the internet, make sure that all the permissions that are required from VBCPS are all the forms have been signed, which gives media rights, etc., and then you won't have any problems with any kind of privacy concerns with a student's face appearing up on the internet. All right, tips for recording. Group instruction, place the swivel where it can't be bumped with a wide view of the room. It's a great idea to practice with this device just for a couple of times and record yourself for 10 or 15 seconds to get a feel for it before you actually go live. The worst thing you can do with this is to check it out, and 2 minutes before you want to record something, try to get it all set up and get it all organized and ready to go. You will get confused. It's just not going to work. You can always ask me to come and help you set it up and help you prep it. I'd be happy to do that. It's always best to prepare before you try to make one of these recordings. After you've used it a couple times, it's so simple you can do it on the fly, but it's not a good idea the first time. Ensure you've charged the base unit and marker the night before, and then you'll have that full 4 to 6 hours. Allow about 5 minutes to get set up and make sure that you're prepared. And once again, please don't try to do this on the fly. Either get some assistance or practice before you try to do this. Here's an important point. Have a rubric for what you want to see when you review the video. Dave Burgess's book, Teach Like a Pirate, is an excellent source for just great delivery practices. For example, did you move it, move it? How was your voice? What kind of enthusiasm? What kind of hook did you use? And was it an effective hook with your children? There's an old saying that my football coach used to tell me years ago, 40 years ago, when I played high school football, and his favorite words were, "Film doesn't lie." And that's what's so wonderful about this device is you can really see yourself how you really are. All right, small group, really same considerations for a whole group instructions, but it's always best to tell your kids beforehand that they are going to be live in front of the camera, because boy do they get excited, and boy will they give you their best. And again, the importance of a rubric to assess the results cannot be overstressed. If you're going to review this video for a assignment for an assessment, you best have a rubric to decide how that assessment will take place. All right, help and resources. Schedule the Swivl. I sent you all a link for an Outlook shared calendar. I would like you to sign it out for only 1 day at a time. We can look at specials situations over the weekends, stuff like that, but I do want it available for other teachers to sign out. So let's try to keep it to a 1 day at a time sign out. Here are some links, Swivl home site and their support within that, and all the files that are associated with this presentation, a quick start guide, the copy of the actual PowerPoint that I'm giving now, a video of this presentation, a copy of the learning plan for this lesson, a quick help placard that I have laminated and attached to the tripod with the Swivl already set up so that it's right there, and then an email assessment tool that I will use to mail out to teachers after I give them this presentation. Also a great source, Teach Like a Pirate, can't say it enough. A lot of times I read education books and I walk away not real impressed. This is a great book, and I very much enjoyed reading it, and it can be a real help to your delivery, even if you're an old-time teacher who thinks that they know it all. I remember the first time I reviewed my own video of my teaching. My first impression was, gee, who is that old guy up there? But then I really learned some things that I was doing that were, I thought, counterproductive and distractive to delivering my instruction. Here's my email, and also you're welcome to text me at this number or give me a phone call, the old-fashioned way, an actual telephone call. And that's it. If you have questions, let me know. Thank you.